Assalamualaikum and good morning. This is our group members. We are from Diploma Science Mathematics. There are three types of variable in this experiment. First, manipulated variable is length of the paper clip from the heat. Second, responding variable. It is time taken for the paper clips to fall down. And lastly is constant variable, is the length between each clip.
The objective of this experiment is to understand how the heat happens in metal and show how kinetic energy flows through the metal.
I will explain about the introduction of this experiment. Heat transfer is a process of transfer of heat from a high temperature to a low temperature system. Heat transfer only occurs between states of metal when a temperature difference exists. There are three modes of heat transfer, which are through conduction, convection, and radiation. In this experiment, we are focusing on heat conduction in metal. Heat conduction in metal is a phenomenon that occurs when the atoms of metal transfer heat energy to their neighboring atoms. When the one end of the metal is heated up, the atoms in the metal gain energy to vibrate. The vibration makes the heat energy to transfer to the neighboring atoms, and this process is repeated until the heat energy reaches the other end of the metal. In general, the amount of heat flows in the metal depends on the area of the metal, the length of the metal, the temperature between two ends of the metal, and its thermal conductivity.
So, the apparatus of this experiment is paper clips, candle, metal spoon, and lighter. So, let's see the procedure of this experiment.
For my part, I will share with you the procedure during the experiment. First, melt the wax to stick some paper clips on the spoon. Second, place the paper clips 2 cm to each other along the spoon. Let it cool and stick properly. Next, lit the candle and place the flame on the end of a metal spoon. Fourth, record the time taken for the paper clips to fall down in a table. Next, repeat step 1 to step 4 to get the accurate value. Alright, next, we will show you the video of the experiment that we have done.
And this is our result for this experiment.
From the experiment, we can make the discussion that the further the distance of the candle flame from the paper clip, the longer time it takes to drop. This happens because the metal spoon conduct heat. The atom closer to the hot end will be at higher temperature than the neighboring atom near the cool end. For the conclusion, some of the heat and work are involved in the physical system is lost from the surrounding and within the system. Conduction is the mode of the transfer where heat is transferred between solid bodies in contact with each other or from the hot side of a solid body to the colder side. Based on the experiment that we have conducted, we have concluded that conduction actually occurs in our daily life almost every day. Conduction only occurs in solid. We are able to understand that in detail more about the concept of conduction. We also observe how conduction happens by this experiment. The closer object to the heat source, the faster the object is able to get hot.
Good morning and hi to our lecturer Puan Mazlina. Our next experiment is entitled Reflection. The objective of these experiments are to investigate on how reflection happens in our daily life and to measure the angle of reflection from a different angle of incidence.
Today, I will explain about the introduction of this experiment. As we know, reflection of sound is a phenomenon of sound wave bouncing back after striking a rigid smooth surface. The reflection of sound follows the same law as for reflection of light, which is angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. Also, the incident wave, the reflected wave, and the normal lay in the same plane. Sound wave can be reflected by large, hard, smooth, vertical, and faraway surface like walls, building, and cliff.
So, the apparatus for these experiments are two cardboard tubes, a smartphone as a source of the sound, scissors, rulers, protector, sound detector apps, mirror, and cardboard. Thus, let us see about the procedure for this experiment.
I will share with you the procedure during the experiment. First, prepare the materials and apparatus as in the figure 1. Next, put the sound and sound detector at the end of both rows of cardboard respectively, as in the diagram given. Make sure that the both of the rows are facing towards the mirror at a position of I equal to 20 degree and R equal to 20 degree. Step 3. Start the sound and read the reading in the sound detector. Record the data in a table. Next, repeat the experiment with I equal to 20 degree and R are equal to 40 degree and 60 degree. Then, repeat the experiment with I equal to 40 degree and R are equal to 20 degree, 40 degree and 60 degree. For the second step, repeat the experiment with I equal to 60 degree and R are equal to 20 degree, 40 degree and 60 degree. So lastly, make sure to record all of the data in the table. So, let's see the video and result of this experiment. And analysis data using a mirror.
Okay, for the discussion, the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection, such as if the angle of incidence is 20 degree, the angle of reflection is also 20 degree. The value in dB at R 20 degree is higher than at R 40 and 60 degree when I is equal to 20 degree. Okay, for the conclusion, we can investigate the reflection of sound wave. The law of reflection states that when a ray of sounds reflect on a surface, the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of the reflection.